88%. That is how many professional fund managers, people paid millions to pick stocks, failed to beat a simple index fund over 15 years. Less than 1 in 8. In 2014, Warren Buffett, one of the wealthiest investors in history, put that idea to the test. He wagered $1 million that a basic low-cost index fund would outperform a portfolio of hedge funds managed by Wall Street's best. He won, by a landslide. The index fund returned 85%, the hedge funds just 22%. If the world's greatest investor is telling you to use index funds and 88% of professionals cannot beat them, maybe it is time to understand what they actually are. Welcome to Wealth Decoded, where we break down the world of money so anyone, anywhere, can build real wealth. In the next few minutes, I will show you exactly what an index fund is, why it beats 88% of professionals, and give you 4 steps to start, even with just $10. Let us decode it. So, what exactly is an index fund? First, you need to understand what an index is. A market index is simply a list of companies grouped together to track the performance of a market. The S&P 500, for example, is an index of the 500 largest publicly traded companies in the United States. Companies like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, and Tesla. An index fund is an investment fund that automatically tracks one of these indexes. Instead of a human picking stocks, the fund buys a small piece of every company in the index. So when you invest in an S&P 500 index fund, you are not betting on one company. You are betting on 500 of the most powerful companies in the world, all at once. Here is the uncomfortable truth about investing. Most professional fund managers, the people paid millions to pick stocks, fail to beat the market over the long term. According to S&P's annual SPIVA report, over a 15-year period, more than 88% of actively managed funds underperform their benchmark index. 88%. That means if you randomly picked a professional fund manager, you have less than a 1 in 8 chance of beating what a simple index fund would give you. Why? 3 reasons. First, fees. Actively managed funds charge 1 to 2% per year. Index funds charge as low as 0.03%. Over 30 years, that difference alone can cost you tens of thousands of dollars. Second, human error. Professional managers make emotional decisions. They panic sell, chase trends, miss time. An index fund does not think. It just follows the index. Third, diversification. When you own an index fund, you own hundreds or thousands of companies. If one fails, it barely affects you. This is why Warren Buffett did not just recommend index funds. He put it in his will. He instructed that 90% of the money left to his wife be invested in a low-cost S&P 500 index fund. And here is what that actually looks like in real money. If you invested just $200 a month starting at age 25 into a simple index fund and never touched it, you would have over $500,000 by retirement. But if you waited until 35 to start, less than half that. Same money, same discipline, a 10-year difference, and a $300,000 gap. That is not a trick. That is the power of an index fund working for you. So when I say 88% of professionals cannot beat this, that is what they are missing. Now here is the part most finance videos leave out, the actual steps to set this up wherever you live in the world. So let us talk about actually doing this. 4 steps. That is it. Step 1, open a brokerage account. This takes about 10 minutes. Here is where to go based on where you live. Canada, Wealthsimple. United States, Robinhood or Fidelity. Europe and UK, Trading 212. Everywhere else, interactive brokers. Pick the one that fits your country. Sign up. Verify your identity. Done. Step 2, choose your index fund. 3 options, all excellent. Pick one and stick with it. Vanguard S&P 500 ETF tracks the 500 largest U.S. companies. Fee, 0.03%. This is where most beginners start. VT, Vanguard Total World ETF. Over 9,000 companies globally, more diversified. IWRD iShares Meshi World ETF, widely available for non-U.S. investors. You do not need all 3. One is enough. Step 3, invest consistently. You do not need thousands to start. Some platforms let you begin with as little as $10 through fractional shares. The dollar amount matters less than the habit. Set a monthly amount, whatever you can afford, and invest every single month, rain or shine, up market or down. The people who win at investing are not the smartest. They are the most consistent. Step 4. Do not touch it. I know that sounds simple. It is not. There will be a crash. The news will tell you the world is ending. Your gut will tell you to sell. Do not. Every major crash in history has recovered, and the investors who stayed in, who did not flinch, came out ahead every single time. Every dollar you leave invested is doing work you are not. Index funds. Automatic, diversified, low cost. 88% of professionals cannot beat them. Warren Buffett puts his money there. You do not need to be a financial expert to build wealth. You do not need to pick stocks. You do not need to time the market. You just need to consistently invest in a low-cost index fund and let time do the work. Open an account. Start small. Be consistent. Stay patient. If this video helped you, subscribe to Wealth Decoded. Every week, we decode one financial concept that could change how you build your future. Subscribe and hit the bell. Next week, we are breaking down the 50-30-20 rule, the simplest budgeting system in the world. You will not want to miss it.